Where there's more of this, there's less of this. Ramdas, wonderful man for teaching the heart, the sutras of Bhagavad Gita. Psychology, West. I'm so turned off by generalizations and all these ideas and thinking, and making meaning. You ever hear that? Meaning, Western psychology, Western meaning. It bores me to death, the whole system. I'm dropping it. It's something I don't need. It's a part of garbage in my life. But I don't want to forget. I'm leaving Canada, probably going to Oceania or Australia or somewhere, and living a quiet life, a rural life, away from the noise of rubbish. And I've been detoxing. And looking at Jorgen Peterson is an overthinking misogynist and a climate denier. So, we get into camps of I'm left, I'm right. I'm not that. I just know climate change is real. And I don't listen to that. Yup. I'm really fed up with Canada and North America. And ideologies. That's what the world is getting into, an ideological rubbish camp. And listen to some of the wacko women on there that are psychologists. My God. You know what that is? That's your ego. My cousin's an intelligent man, but he's not an ego because he's into quantum reality. He's a professor of it. He's not an ego. But I think the whole healthcare racket is egoic. I'm going to generalize it because they generalize us. The mental health. They don't even know what the hell they're talking about, half of them, because they shove so much information up your rectum. And I only can absorb so much, like the Finland method of education is a lot better. Because we're just shoving knowledge up everything, don't you think? And we get so friggin' arrogant, and we get so pompous, and that's what I really believe in psychology. I think it's a pompous, look at Jorgen Peterson, pompous misogynist and climate denier. Two camps against them. I don't deny climate change. Cousin works in NASA. They don't deny it. Am I the left? Well, I sure ain't the right. I'm not right wing. I absorbed some of Marxism. He doesn't even understand it. He's a part of the Ponzi scheme of capitalism that's gone sick. And life's not being happy. That's another thing. They use things like, just plugging in here, self-esteem. It's about self-esteem, eh? There, she's charging. The self-esteem. What about self-compassion? What about self-forgiveness? What about these things? And why does anybody have to fit the norm? The world's insane. And all this stuff is rushed on us. So I'm at the point of deleting most social media. Do I need it? I make more rating, but people don't read, right? But all the stuff we're getting shoved on by the media system is not reading. And the way I've learned things. No, it's just the battery's going to go low. I got to get a new charger. But it really bothers me, the whole system. Peterson bugs me. Pierre Paulop is so far right up his butt, I don't like him. I was a Marxist. Yeah, I studied Marx to understand this system. And it's not hard to figure out if you read some books on economics. It's a little bit more rebellious to the status quo of what's happening in North America, the economic crash of overthinking ideologies, analyzing data. Everything is just bugging me. My friend's a songwriter, a top famous one. She came to me and she said, I said, maybe you should go off social media. LinkedIn, it's a waste of time. I really think so. Data analyzing. And then I heard a psychologist on here saying it's about feeling safe. I thought we were beyond that. Safety, certainty principles. Quantum reality says uncertainty is the only certain thing. And that's the way to live life. Can't be certain, but life is about being happy. Jordan Peterson says it isn't. So there's a lot of things. Whoa, like leaves out words. He's wokey. He leaves out words like this. Life is suffering. No. The sensational life suffering. So if I delete all this and I'm not hearing that yuppie, I'm happy. I can look outside. I don't see a nuclear bomb hitting. I hope it doesn't, but what can I do? I don't need to be informed all the time. I can remember when television came out, it was really nice, we had color information. We had black and white. We used to have radio. When I was born, that's all we had, big old radio system. And they grew up, I was after the war. And life was pretty simple. Marconi, Edison. But McLuhan comes out, the media is the message. He's right. But he wrote Prime Minister Pierre Elliott Trudeau, I found the PDF, that this would be used against you for fossil fuels. So all the king's horses, all the king's men, we got a collapsing U.S. economy. Canada is falling along suit. And nobody can think where they're going to go. So in 1976, I went to college in Ottawa because I didn't think I knew enough about horses. Well, it was a very condensed, difficult course because it was so shoved up me. Like I learn music, but I don't learn it when somebody's shoving things on me. I play piano, I play guitar, but a lot of instruments. I like learning on my own. And I don't like Jordan Peterson's style. I wouldn't take that. I've taken psychology courses. I thought about EFT tapping, neurolinguistics, stuff like that. But generalized mental health, it's rubbish. Like the women that get into it, they got some sort of emotional pains. And they'll take it on. I won't see a woman. No, they're narcissists. They get into narcissism. I've had a lot of narcissistic attack. I'm a very kind, gentle man. But I like to be by myself now after all that garbage. I hate women? No. I try to imagine somebody without the drama and without all the ideologies and the narcissism. that she's special. If you're working at something, don't make a big show of song and dance. This is what you do for a living. Gratitude is the healer. But what we do? Dalai Lama of Tibet says Western psychology is like kindergarten. So, no, I'm getting there. So I heard a rebuttal, but it's over information. I don't read it. I guess I got a lot of opinions about psychology and psychiatry, drugs. I knew I was very sensitive and I couldn't get my head together. So I started reading about being an empath and intuitive. I'm very intuitive. But I don't analyze people. I accept you and understand you with what Buddhism calls introspection, not judgment. What's the boundary between analyzing and judgment? Judgment is the ego. And I don't think we need to be judged. I think we need to be first accepting ourselves, being kind to ourselves, and then hopefully you discover who will accept that part of you. Because the rest, you can't live up to ideologies and the way people think. So my belief in life is this. You're on a spiritual path. You're young. Take your time. First step, age, is to know who you are. Figure out what doesn't serve you. I don't think Western ideologies serve anybody anymore. There's so much on YouTube and on news and opinions and facts. They got all washed over that they're all facts, but they're just opinions. Who cares? That's what I say. Who cares? The world is so messed up, this overthinking. Some of the most intelligent people, I think, are got Down syndrome. Or very simple-minded people that are beautiful. They can figure out things. Why do people get ahead in life over the people that are always thinking of it? You think meditation is a very simple form of practice? Grounding yourself, learning energy healing, learning yoga, any of these beautiful arts of metaphysical principle. Because we're living in a quantum soup, not a Newtonian. So they're deeming everybody has some sort of chemical imbalance. So how do we decipher that with normality, with conformity? So we've come back to a utopia that Great New Worlds was talking about. Everybody's the same, man. I like different people. It makes me more diversified to accept things. I don't like people that force their ideas on me. Force causes retraction. You can't force. The perfect relationship with a woman would be somebody that just accepts you, or a woman that wants to get married, to find a partner. No force, no ideologies, no, just enough space of a democratic peace. No woman wants to be told what to do. And I certainly don't. Now, I've had narcissistic abuse. And I wouldn't trust a psychologist anymore. They tend to have their views on a feminine perspective in North America. They're not very open-minded. They're sexually repressed. Cupcakes. Listen to some of them. Listen to some of the ones on here. I don't know what her name is. She says, "Do you watch pornography?" Well, shame on you. Isn't that nice? That's therapy. Shame. That's an ideology. It's not very kind. So you watch pornography. For all you know, right now, that's all you do. What's an addiction? What's pleasure? If it feels good, do it. As long as you're not hurting anybody and doing it in public. But the shame society, it's like Western psychology replaced faith-based shame religions. Think of it. I'm really writing it down right now because I have to. Things have been really bothering me about seeing on YouTube and Facebook. And my phone broke down. And I got a new flip phone. You don't know how peaceful that is. And I meet people and I talk to them. But other people, they got to look things up. Information plays long distance information. At one time, we didn't have all this information. We had a few books. I like books. I like just buying what I like and deciding to see what's on. In that study of my intuition guiding me to something that resonates with me. Nothing resonates with me the way they shove things on us, it's just shove it up. And I'm not right wing. So they generalize my age group, epoch, and I really not with them. If you keep on forcing a person that was a moderate to come back to be extremist, right wing, you're forcing me to communism. You're just pushing and pushing all the right wing dingers. I'm just getting so upset about it. Nobody has been told how to think, how to believe, your political stance, or anything. We like to decide on our own. I sure don't want to get shoved up my rectum. And I don't like education now. It's just too much. University, he walked out. It was crazy. He said, "It's nuts. I'm not going to UFT. I quit." I said, "What are you going to do?" Go back to a trade job. And I'll learn from there. And I'll learn on my own way. That's what I did. I got a college certification, 2 years. But I like learning on my own way. I'm getting diplomas online, but they're metaphysical. And they're not in North America. Thank God. I'm really fed up with North American ideology. And I'm going to be leaving it. And just start getting more peaceful. And as you get older, you really don't want to be shoved up things. You pretty well know yourself, right? Maybe. Or you know that you don't know everything. But you ask, why? Why do I have to hear that? I know certain things that don't resonate with me. Women's equality resonates with me. Climate change is is a part of my life. I've always believed that the planet's getting destroyed by climate change. I don't need to hear it. And these are tools of evil. Social media now and manipulation of politics and a way of thinking. To discover yourself, just to go off social media. You go off all media. I can't even stand television. It feels mind-numbing. And to be sitting in a room, quiet and stilling the mind is all he really needs to do. But you can't still the mind when electronic information is shoving it up your cranial head all the time. And I know it's generalization. It's sort of Huxley's Brave New World. I remember reading that in 1904. I think he wrote it. It's just general. It's just everybody's the same in utopia. So I'm fed up with it. I just fed up with skeptics, climate deniers, mad people. They make me mad. But I'm not a madman. But social media makes me mad. Hearing Jordan Peterson, yeah. And Sadi Guru, yeah. All these are not letting me discover things. Anybody tells you the absolute, I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. You're not a god. You're a demigod of some damn thing. Be your own guru, because that's in this time. The guru of your inner self. And start loving you. And realize that you're not wrong. You get confused about things, make mistakes, that's life. But this is a crazy world. Like winning at horse racing. I was listening there. You know, losing is a part of the game of learning to win, to play the game. It's just putting the pause all the time. That's about in sports, winning, but not playing the game. Well, life is a game. And it has a rule. There's no rules of judgment and damnation. It's just you. Think about it. Jamming yourself and listening to prophets. I know them all. There's all kinds of them. Get off the damn thing. Enjoy your life.